Hello, my name is Dr. Scott Cruz. I was the lead researcher and faculty advisor for this particular research project on physician burnout and the electronic health record leading up to and during COVID-19. So I'm pleased to take you through some of our research and our findings. Just wanted to start off with some basic definitions. So the electronic health record, for those who are not familiar, it is not just the digitized version of a paper record. It is a much more robust electronic, fully interactive patient record that enables a great deal of tools. And so the definition is a digital version of the patient's chart, is a real-time, patient-centered record that makes information available instantly and securely to authorized users. This has revolutionized the way that we have provided care for our patients over the last 20 years, but it does place a lot more requirements on the shoulders of the provider to provide things such as ICD codes, billing codes. We have treatment sets. We have all sorts of tools available to make the electronic health record transform the way that we provide care. But a lot of this is placed on the shoulders of the provider, and we're seeing that in the areas of physician burnout. So what is physician burnout? Physician burnout is defined as a long-term stress reaction marked by emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and a lack of sense of personal accomplishment. And we have some data-driven articles that have tied aspects of the interface in the electronic health record exactly to those three dimensions of physician burnout. So let's go into some of our research. I had one group of grad students help me pull articles that were pre-COVID. So this is 2012 through the end of 2019. And so they were able to pull those articles and analyze aspects of physician burnout attributed to the electronic health record. And so what we found is we found that there are facilitators to the adoption of this electronic health record, of this technology, but then there are also barriers that lead directly to physician burnout. And so these items are time consuming, and let's define that. The researchers showed that providers can spend between 4.6 hours up to 5.9 hours per day interfacing with electronic health record. It is a robust way of providing care, but it can cause a great deal of frustration. And this frustration results in emotional exhaustion, the depersonalization, and it serves as an opportunity cost to prevent the providers from pursuing those activities that provide a sense of personal accomplishment. We have a decrease in patient satisfaction because the provider is facing a screen a great deal during the encounter rather than to the patient who is reporting all these conditions. We have found there is physical pain largely due to the posture that a provider has to sit in a sitting environment, interfacing with his computer system. And then we found the overall digital frustration that is associated with this robust tool. So then I had a group of researchers pull articles that were published during the year 2020, and we did the same analysis. We analyzed the facilitators to the adoption of that technology, as well as the barriers that lead directly to physician burnout. What we found is a very high level of correlation. We found the time-consuming, the digital frustration, and the decrease in patient satisfaction. So those are very, very closely aligned. But here is the problem. The problem is because we limited it just to 2020, this is a fairly niche area of research. And so as a result, there are only 4 data-driven articles in the year 2020 that were published on this topic. Now, there were 23 other articles. The majority of them were opinion articles. There were 2 systematic reviews. And what it is reassuring from a researcher's aspect to read the opinion articles and the other systematic reviews, and their findings are almost exactly what we found. So there's a great deal of that our research is commensurate of that of others. However, it was disheartening that there were only 4 data-driven articles, which leads me to believe that I really can't say a comparison. There isn't enough statistical power for me to hang my hat on a comparison. We're going to need to wait probably another year and repeat this study and then combine that with the 4 data-driven articles from last year. And that may enable us to make a more robust comparison. So some interesting observations from our research. One is that the periodic training with providers, not just the initial training, but periodic refresher training, enables providers to be more efficient with the electronic health record. They discovered tools, whether they were tools that existed when they got their initial training and they forgot about them, or tools that have been developed since then. So they're familiarized with these additional tools that make them more efficient. And when they're more efficient, they're spending less time interfacing with the system. Also, standing desk environments, like I'm using one here in my office. I found this helps with my posture, my own struggle with back pain from an occupation that's largely sitting in nature. And so this can also help with one of those barriers that lead to physician burnout. However, these particular treatments, if you will, only treat symptoms of physician burnout and not really the root cause. When we look directly at the electronic health record, we really need to lay that feed at the developers to make it more user-friendly, to make it more intuitive, and to enable the providers to be more efficient without having to spend a great deal of time constantly going through refresher training. So those are largely our conclusions, our findings. And I look forward to hearing any questions if you have them from me. Thank you very much for your time.